Bring the rockets to all these mother.
Action. Oh shit, I'm late.
All
No,
right,
we've been acting.
Oh,
We're moving now.
we're moving.
What are we doing, Monica?
All right, so hold on. Wait.
Monica has to get her phone to
I
help
have
us.
to get the article up first.
Look, we got the
part of the
Unabomber. Finally, the
conversation.
Unabomber decided to come on camera with us.
She
okay?
did. Yeah.
We also got Allison that just got kidnapped that decided to come in.
Yeah, welcome, Allison.
Welcome, Allison.
I want you to look at my middle finger. We have more females now. Yes.
Whoa.
women.
Wow.
Oh.
Hey, there's no way you can
Middle
follow that.
finger
Message.
equates women.
Message.
No, because everybody was complaining that there were no women.
index.
All right, so what are we talking about today?
All right.
No, I wasn't complaining. I just
Man.
put females in the video.
So,
Where'd my
okay,
coffee
now that
go?
we're digressed, you didn't bring
You
it.
didn't bring it. I brought mine,
Anyways,
though. McDonald's coffee.
so today's Ringer Ruckus is advertising.
Yes.
Online versus what's the other one?
Television.
TV.
Oh wow,
Yes.
she forgot about it already.
No, I'm kidding.
Are you so not used to watching
Oh,
TV
no, I was
ads
kidding.
that
I watch TV.
you
I
forget
fast
about 'em
forward
all
through
the
the
time?
TV ads.
Yeah, see?
So what we start?
Well,
We start
reason
Google
right now.
AdWords versus what?
Not even
Super
Google
Bowl
AdWords,
ads
just
or
overall online advertising.
Well, that article
But
we
there's
were-
a reason why, right? There's a reason
Right.
why. There was an article that was released a couple days ago, and it said Google and Facebook now account for 20% of global ad revenue. When you look at the numbers, the actual numbers, $79.4 billion was spent on Facebook and Google, while only roughly 27 million each. And Comcast, only 12.9 billion.
And I
All of
actually,
it's in the billions.
And this is how Mark Zuckerberg gets all the money to rule the world in 10 years.
Yeah.
Facebook.
So I mean, Facebook.
Facebook
twice
is 79.
as much
Facebook
than
is 79 on
Comcast.
its own. And then Google is 26 or something like that.
Watch
whatever
how
it is.
translate.
No. It's 79 together. It's 26 each,
But
approximately.
what does that
27
mean?
each.
What that means is that
A lot of people are spending too much money.
To do what?
To say who they
Advertise?
are, to advertise who they are, spent to advertise their business.
Gotcha. So it's like T-shirts. They're
Yeah.
Well, they're going.
Or
for it.
advertise their blogs. I mean, there's so many different things. There's advertising now. It's
It
not
just
just
means
a
that there's
business
more
anymore.
eyeballs in front of those mediums than before. I mean,
Right.
The main-
You're
the main-
advertising where the people are.
Well, I also wonder, you know,
Spoken.
an interesting stat would be to see how much was spent before. You know, of course you have to equate for inflation and everything,
How much was
but
spent before?
how much was spent on TV before,
Well,
and how it's gone down over the
you
years,
talk
or if
about
it
back in
has.
the day, like Mad Men era. That's a whole. They was spending millions anyway back then. And transcribing it
it
down.
just goes from
Even in the '90s, I mean, I know Super Bowl was more technically
was
more
or-
expensive than now.
Technically, per
If you
per
look
minute
at
per
it,
second.
yeah.
Per second.
Um,
So did you have a preference? I mean,
no, it's just a topic of where would you put your money.
gotcha. Well, I would say if it's a product or service of like a big brand like Coke or Pepsi or Budweiser or cigarettes, it's probably going to be in television.
Yeah.
Traditionally, it always has been, and their user audience is always going to be on television,
Yeah.
no matter who it is.
Another one would be
Except for everybody's carrying television in their pocket, and now that's Comcast
Yeah.
and Google rather than whatever. Large percentage of people don't sit in their living room and watch TV anymore.
And if they do, they fast forward through the commercials.
if they recorded it, yes.
But
Generally, everybody is on. Yeah.
I know why it's appetizing to like large advertisers is when you put something on TV, you don't have a clue who your audience is. You just throw it out there, and yeah, there's like Nielsen reports and stuff like that, but that's just a small segment of people. When you put it online, you get instant information about who you're actually advertising to, because in a lot of cases, you actually get that response back or that direct connect.
And that's why people are spending a lot more money there, is because they're seeing the reporting and stuff like that comes along with it.
Well, and then also, I mean, from an advertising to a certain demographic standpoint, it's much easier to target, advertise online, and literally find, like, for example, a hunting place can literally find hunters to only advertise to, or people that are interested
but
in
the
it.
only people also watching the hunting channel are hunters.
Very true.
There is one key about online advertising also. It's action and engagement.
Wait a
You can
minute.
have
Wait a minute.
Wait,
Kendrick is trying to tell us
Oh,
something.
He's
okay.
telling me and Gabe to stop talking so much and let y'all talk too.
Oh.
This is your
He's
right.
like, you shut up.
Sorry.
Kendrick's back there being, no, you edit the video. You don't, you don't have any kind of editorial gains here, okay? You are here to edit.
So what you saying, Mike? Stop it. Stop
Okay,
chop
yeah.
up.
All right. So back to my point.
You had a point.
Action.
Just kidding.
Ouch.
I was kidding.
Chopped
Go
up.
back. Too much has happened.
Good thing my heart is made of steel.
Oh,
Middle finger again.
he's cold on the inside. Everybody hug, chuck around.
He's
All
cold.
right, everybody else give him a hug.
So
Give him a hug.
He's too far away.
Wow. Predator speak. Continue, Predator.
alright, so
We're so into
action
this guy. I
engagement.
can't believe he stays
A
around.
television ad, you're flashing pictures, colors, bright stuff, all that. But online, you have the ability to post an ad or a coupon or some kind of action item and have someone actually click on it right there that very
Yep.
second.
Yep,
they're
very
interested.
true.
That's where you really get to capture your market, is through engagement, through that action.
It loses the adventure, man. Back in the day, they would post an ad and then you would attack your parents and try to get to the store as fast as possible to get it. Now that's done. Now you just
That's
go to
done,
Amazon.
bro.
They just
You
go to
hit
Amazon,
send,
order
free
it.
shipping now.
And if you
Rock
don't,
inside
And they get
robots,
6 of them.
and it's not gonna be long before you don't
Like,
choose your brands anymore. Everybody's on
all the other
subscription for some.
toys that
My
were
grandma is
so
gonna
fun.
give my kid like a subscription to socks the rest of his life.
That's
$20 a
funny.
month.
True.
He's always got socks. Great
Yeah.
gift.
I love you, kid.
You know?
Yeah.
Parents have to pay for it. Ha!
I'm sure there's a socks club out there.
There is.
There is
No,
it now.
there
There
is.
Razor
is.
club, there's everything
There is.
else.
There's a Dollar Shave Club.
Ringersocks.com.
No, there is.
There's
Oh
a
yeah.
beer
There's
club.
every kind of
There's a
anything
beer
you
club.
want as far as any
There's
kind
a
of
club
subscription model.
where people go out to thrift stores and buy people thrift clothes and send it.
Online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
You can
What?
find
Yeah.
rare
For
items
real.
like that,
It's
man.
like secondhand club.
Right.
What, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you just get a random box of clothes every month that you
Yeah.
buy second hand?
Well, it
Yeah.
fits you.
And they never watched
Yeah,
it.
they give
Because
you.
they went and got that size from the
Right.
store.
watched it?
I don't know. Maybe they
It's
washed it.
authentic, you know? Smells good.
It smells
They
Just
probably
like
didn't. You
last
should
person.
probably. You
Smells like
should.
Jersey.
You should probably watch it, even
I'm not gonna
though
say New York.
they probably aren't gonna watch it. You should
Hold
probably
up.
watch
What do
it.
you think, Allison? You've been sitting here just like, what the hell are they talking about?
I mean, I like the sock idea. I want
Sock.
to do that for my son. I do.
New socks every
Don't
week.
post until we buy the domain name first.
Hold on, I gotta see. If
Forever
there's,
socks.
I gotta see if there's a sock subscription now.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
sockssubscription.com.
Oh, they'd be cool if it was all
Sock
different
subscriptions.
socks, too.
Socksus.com.
Like socks with
Whoa, like
monkeys
cool
and
stuff.
We are digressing.
bunnies. And
No,
Yeah,
it's-
we're.
What about
I mean,
seasonal socks, like
So I have a
St.
question.
Patrick's
Yes,
Day
what's your
comes?
question?
Everybody
Question
gets-
on deck.
So online is better than TV. How?
Well, it depends.
Well-
it depends. Well, what about for
That's
smaller
our-
businesses?
That's the
Exactly.
debate,
That's the question.
right? So,
So-
for smaller,
For smaller
businesses, I would
businesses,
say
it's
online
clearly-
all the way.
Clearly
It's online
online.
for the reason of you can get into it for cheaper.
Yeah.
Well,
that's true.
that
TV,
you're
you're
able to
gonna
get
be-
into it for cheaper, and you're able to target the people you want to target.
Well, that's my question. How do you target my demographic?
It's a secret.
So,
First, you gotta know it.
so what
You
exactly?
gotta know who the people are. Who
Figure
they
out-
are, where they are, and what they want.
If you know all your, if you know like, let's just give it a good percentage of your customers are either doctors or lawyers that make the high enough income to be able to afford it, and when they come home, they want it to be all plush and nice and this and that.
And
And
they
the other.
live in specific
Then you
neighborhoods
get
or
on
areas.
Facebook, you do a nice little ad about how what you did for just whatever, and you specifically target the wives of and or husbands of doctors and lawyers.
Okay.
And that's such an
And you
easy
can
little
even get
isolation
even
that you
more
can get.
isolated than that. Even.
And all that means
Okay.
is it only show that your ad only shows up for them. That's all it really means.
Okay.
So that means that's all you're paying for.
Can you target the sports industry and the celebrities and?
To a degree, a lot of them have a lot of things that,
Well-
that most of them aren't going to put any real information.
Now, if you have somebody's email address, you can target them all you want to.
All day. If they ever read their email, though.
That's if they read.
Exactly.
Oh
Or if
no,
you
no,
wanna-
no, no!
or if
That's
you wanna
not
target by
emailing them.
zip code.
You can you can actually advertise to them using their email address through Google. So what would happen is, you know how you go and you look at like magazines and things like that, those ad blocks. Those ad blocks can be directed to somebody's email address because it's all Google owns everything. So Google knows who everyone is in a lot of ways. finally don't. But
Versus Facebook.
there's a lot of connections there, so you are able to actually display an ad to a specific email address, and they won't necessarily know that you're doing it on purpose.
By the way, there's like 8 different stock subscription sites you can go to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody hack them. Shut them down.
So, and then there's other ways. I mean, like with Facebook, you do it by that demographic. With Google, it is pretty easy to, like, say if you wanted to go after, what's one of the big country clubs around here? All the
Country Club
residents.
of the South.
Okay, yeah. So if you wanted to go after Country Club of the South, you go into Google, basically you make your ads however you would do that, and then you go in, they got a map selector, you just draw a little line around where you want. We'll only advertise to those people in there.
And you can still even get to demographics, so there too, age, if they know
But that's
the
why, I mean-
occupation, things like that.
That's why it's easier. It's just because.
Plus, you can buy any list nowadays.
You
Yeah.
just take 'em.
Well, you get in trouble when you buy this.
That's why you just take them. So, did that answer your question?
I think so. I mean, I don't have, I mean, I have some email addresses, but what if, I want to get to all of them. I want to get to the celebrity interior designers, because those are the interior designers who hire me.
Oh, I'm done.
What the Unabomber?
Sorry.
Are you out?
I'm
Oh,
having
no.
a coughing spasm.
So who does it on
This
camera?
is what Unabombers do. She
What they
leaves.
do, and the next thing you know, we're all gonna pass out.
And we're all
She
wondering,
laughs.
who is that
I'll be
woman?
back.
Thanks for the
Oh,
virus.
okay, she'll be back.
Well,
All right.
I personally think
Yeah, Lizzie.
He's
What do you
thinking.
think?
TV is dying. Like,
It really
think
is.
about it,
It really
Yes.
is.
it really
It
is. Because
It
I mean,
really is.
because honestly, every person
Netflix.
or any business owner has this mobile device here, and they're on this 24/7, and
Yeah.
people would rather
Watch content
lose their
off of
children.
this.
They'd rather lose their children, the house keys, anything else besides this.
I gotta say though, there
The
are some.
only problem with that argument is you're describing people with no money.
Ah,
Ouch,
right.
So,
But there's also, I think there's also certain types of businesses that would flourish more on TV than they ever would online. Like, for example, the late night, ooh, I'm lonely, call me people, because, no,
Porn
you
is
can't,
bigger on the internet than it is on TV.
that's porn, not the phone sex
I'm
thing.
just saying, phone sex is online
this is
too.
taking
Yeah.
a really.
I'm just
really
saying
bad
that
turn.
world is another monster.
All right, we let you on the show, and you talk about porn.
I'm not
Good
talking about
job.
porn. I'm talking about the people that make the phone calls when they're lonely at night.
Okay.
Let's see if sequel could do
Dude,
it.
people-
Let's see what happens when sequel starts moaning on a hotline, okay? Let's see what happens.
Oh no!
baby.
What I'm thinking is that at the end of the day,
done.
TV, like you
I'm
said,
just
TV,
saying, a commercial like that, you're not going to get somebody to convert as easily if they look at it on their phone compared to if they're watching TV in the middle of the night by themselves or
you know,
something.
they're on
Versus surfing online in the middle of the
and they get
night.
to see everything online.
And trust
Right,
me,
and they get to see a whole lot more.
Yep. And it,
Yeah.
I'm not,
Put some
but that's
goggles on.
apples
something
and
you
oranges.
something
We're
you sell
talking about
versus something
porn
that's free.
versus just conversation.
Put it like this: at the end of the day, TV, like you're saying, is dying. And you got what? Netflix. You got Hulu.
All
You
this
got
other
YouTube
stuff.
Red. Everything is going to a format to
Mobile.
where HBO used to be. So
I think
everybody
it's-
subscribe to
I
it.
think it's Hulu. I think it's Hulu that just announced today that they're offering subscription TV now.
Which makes sense.
No, they already are.
They already
subscription.
were.
They already did.
It's $34.
But I mean,
Yeah.
Netflix
Where it
makes
doesn't
a
have
new TV
commercials.
show every hour. It feels like.
It
Go
really
on right now.
does,
There's a
bro.
new one right now.
Yeah.
Just came out of nowhere. You hated to wait a week. It was like you
Oh,
wouldn't kill
yeah.
somebody. If it was on like Netflix, you sat there for like 20 hours and watched the whole
Yeah.
week.
20 hours. Oh,
Binge
yeah.
watch. I did
Binge
that with
watch,
the Fuller House series
I thought,
recently.
did you just say Full House?
No,
No,
the
Fuller
new
House.
Fuller
Part
House.
two.
Fuller.
Part 2.
They got Fuller House.
Yeah.
Gabe? Unplug
I got nothing. Okay.
You know you like DJ.
There's no twins.
Oh,
So where does
dude,
a business
DJ.
take advantage here? What do they do?
They're all
They all advertise online. That
Budget,
makes
I
sense.
still say
Advertising.
they have a
Well,
budget
small
and so
businesses, if they have the budget, they have the money.
If you're
advertise
not
online.
brand or if you're not a brand name like Coke or Adidas or some up and coming brand like maybe GoDaddy or something like that, then you probably don't have any business advertising.
I don't know, man. If you sell Hanes, you have to be advertising during basketball games.
Of course.
Basketball games are not watched online.
Right.
Well, actually, for that matter, she's an interior designer, right? For the most part, or you do.
Well,
I'm a graphic designer by trade. Man.
You do. but you do like you inspire people's homes, right?
Yes.
So for you, HGTV, now that would be
Oh.
different potentially.
Wouldn't you love to be on?
You know what I mean? Like
That's where
that
I would
could,
be, yeah.
I mean, it'd be really expensive to do it, but it probably would be very fruitful at the same point. So
Possibly.
there is points where TV's still good, but from a spend perspective, you can spend so much less and get a lot more online
I just
than TV.
Or just
I just want to be on Oprah.
Just hack their broadcast.
You should-
You can be on
Oprah.
one time.
I just want to be on Oprah one time. Shut down my
Me
servers.
too.
Put me down.
Yeah, that'd be
Now, that's the advantage of
Everybody
TV
gets
is
a car.
advantage of TV in like the online world is like being on the homepage of MSN for a day. Granted, you're only there for a day, but it still sets you up for traffic for years on.
Yep.
So
Yeah, television still has that
That's
impact.
interesting.
Impact wise,
It's like being on Shark Tank one time.
Yeah.
It's just-
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You get on Shark Tank
I
once.
watched it again last
But
night.
then there's the people that go back 3 times.
So what we're saying at the end of the day, if you have the budget and you get on television, you probably get more clout versus just being a random person on the internet
More,
doing an ad. It probably takes longer. You get faster results if you did a prime
Yeah.
time Super Bowl ad versus a
Oh,
million
shit.
dollar
Of
Yeah.
course you would.
yeah.
Of
Who
course.
could do
and when you do that commercial, call us.
Right.
twice
Twice.
for years back to back.
Yes.
We'll get you hooked up.
Come on, come on.
Jump in.
My fan
So-
phone's still here.
I just thought about something.
Are you in frame?
Yeah, I'm in frame. All right, so one thing I say, I think TV is better in a way because online, anyone can post online. You can be a no one, but you can get a video that looks great.
Sure.
And online, I mean, you'll look amazing. But on TV, I feel like
Can't get on TV.
if you see someone on TV, you be like, okay, they have to be serious. This has to
They're
be.
the authority.
Although
thing.
no, I don't know. I don't know about that. There are
Late
some
night
really
television?
bad commercials out there.
Was it Georgia PBS?
Yeah, but there's
Really bad
but,
commercials.
But that
You
it
get an
is
hour
a
of
le-
Georgia PBS
it is a
for
complete legitimacy factor.
It is. It does.
I mean,
they have money.
you're
apparently.
you're completely legitimate if you're
Right.
It's called what
advertising
time
on
it's on
TV.
because you could be on
Yeah,
AM versus
I agree.
FM. Anybody can get on the radio, right? But
Right.
FM is a higher priority than AM does.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as late night TV. You're on at 12 o'clock at night when nobody's looking, and it goes to the Georgia channel and it goes dead. Who saw it?
Right.
Well, I mean,
Well, you're
that's,
talking about two levels of advertising on
Right.
TV too. There's national ads, which of course are super expensive, but there are also those cable ads.
Thank you, Unabomber.
And you know, if a small to medium-sized business wants to try that out, there's no reason why they shouldn't at least try.
Do you know? Does anybody know how much it roughly costs to do a TV, like a local
It
TV?
it'll depend on
All right.
the
So if you're out there watching, and you've actually done TV advertising, let us know what the rough budgets were and what
Right.
you end up getting.
yeah.
And they're gonna be like,
well,
well,
it
we're on
depends
TV, not on
on the
Facebook.
time of day your ad runs, the shows that or
Of
the
course it
channels that it
does.
picks.
Right, right.
It just depends. You know, you can get a.
But what do
Have
you
you
minimum,
ever had a
minimum
TV ad?
budget?
Radio cheaper at night.
Obviously,
I would
Max
say-
could be crazy.
And when they gotta fill it in, it's always cheaper. If they have like 2 hours of random times, it's always cheaper to fill that in because nobody
Yeah.
watches at the time. They know nobody watches
Yeah,
at the time.
that's why they want the
And then you
ads.
call all your friends like, look, I'm gonna be on exactly 2:15 a.m.
I don't care.
and nobody stays up to watch your ad anyway. So,
You can have his.
Oh come on!
are you guys making
It's not
babies?
combos time again, is it?
He's trying to steal my drink.
You trying to see a drink? Are you
I
making
was
babies on
asking
camera?
for it. Very nice.
Any other questions?
No,
What other questions you
thank
got? All us, any other questions?
So what's the consensus?
The consensus, I guess, is time frame and budget. I mean, at the end of the day, if you want a fast turnaround time and you have the budget, TV does get you a lot more traction than if you put it in the right vehicle. But if you have the same amount of money and you have a longer period of time, then ad spend all day online.
Yeah.
Know where your customers are first.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Stalk them.
And we
Yeah,
do that
for
here at Ringer.
Oh, no,
we
we don't
can
commercialize.
analyze
We can't
where
commercialize.
your customers
We don't
are.
commercialize, especially stalkers and the Unabomber. You gotta.
What?
No.
We stalk
This show is not about advertising for Ringer. This show
I'm-
is about
I'm the PR
arguing
person.
and
I've got
coming out
to.
with
That's
no
my
clear
job.
conclusion and us walking off camera mad at each other. That's what this show's about.
I'm mad at you.
I'm mad at you.
I know.
I'm out.
Really-
That's it. I'm done.
Man,
all
forget
you
TV ads, man.